Due to the massive impact social media and technology are having on the notary industry, the rise of the smart notary is in full effect. Are you prepared for the inevitable changes, or will you become obsolete? Nationwide notary agency owner Tiger Toledo shows you exactly how to leverage opportunities that currently exist. Through real-life examples, personal stories, insight, and examples, Tiger shares how he took his small one-man traveling notary service to a nationwide success using the same technology available to you. Rise of the Smart Notary will teach you how to take advantage of today's opportunities, provide strategies and tips for using social media, breakdown of the traditional way versus the new way of doing business, how you can exploit the opportunities that exist today. Tiger will also teach you how to work smarter, not harder. Explain top mistakes notaries make with their business. Provide immediate steps you can take towards success. Grab your copy today. It will change your life.
Okay. All right. So these are some of the must-haves that you have to have with this automation, this system that I'm going to show you with Calendly. You're going to need a Calendly account. Now, if you're going to be taking payments through Calendly, you're going to have to get their pro version. We'll look at the pricing in a second. I'm going to show you guys how to set up Calendly from beginning to end. The next thing you're going to need is an email autoresponder. This is very important because, again, if you guys ever seen any of my webinars, I don't trust social media and those platforms because at the end of the day, social media is free. We're on their platform. If they want to kick you off of it, they can kick you off at any time. They could put you in Facebook jail. They can disable your account. And that goes for all of them: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. That is their platform. They're just letting us use their platform. So I always recommend that you create your own ecosystem. And the way you do that is having an email autoresponder. You need to start capturing your client's information, even if it's as simple as a name and an email. So some of the free services that you can get, well, MailChimp is free. Aweber cost. I think Aweber is like $19. That's what I use. I use Aweber. MailChimp is free. It will let you get, I think, up to 500 or 1,000 emails before they start to charge you, which is good because then you can build up your email list for free. I use Aweber just because it was a little bit easier for me to navigate through, but you can choose whichever one that you want. Bree will have the links in the worksheets for you guys so you can actually check that out on the cash flow revamp course. And then the final thing you're going to need is a payment gateway. I have multiple payment gateways, but for Calendly, what I found was easier was using PayPal. So PayPal was the payment gateway that I connected with Calendly. Okay, so let's go right into it. Stop share, and then we're going to go into the Calendly account. And you guys could do this now with me, like if you have double monitors or if you want to create an account. while I'm doing it with you guys, we're gonna roll it out at the same time, or you could do it later, whatever floats your boat. Okay, share that screen, boom. All right, let me know if you see my screen here. This is the Calendly screen. Oh, come on. Okay. Make sure. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Type in yes if you can see the screen. Okay, cool. All right, so this is Calendly.com. Just go right over to Calendly.com. We're going to take a look at some of the pricing here. See how much this baby costs. So the first 14 days is free. You do have a free version. Now, the free version will not let you process payments through Calendly, but it allows your notary clients to book appointments with you, which is still cool, right? I'm going to show you exactly how I'm able to use Calendly. So again, you could use it. You could use the basic version, which is free. Try it out and see how you like it. If it is working out for you, you could go to the premium version, which is only $8 a month, and it will let you integrate your payment gateway and your email autoresponder. So let me show you what my Calendly looked like before we get started. So this is my Calendly right here, right? I have multiple links for different services that we offer. So you have power of attorney, you have power of attorney with the documents, power of attorney with a third-party witness, power of attorney complete package. That's everything with the witness, like us providing the witness, the documents, everything. Scheduling, traveling notary for general documents. So each one of these, as you can see right down here, they all have their own separate link. So if you wanted to just copy the links, and depending on the phone call that you get, you could just zip over, just text the customer the link to its respective category, right? So let's just say someone wanted to get the power of attorney, just a regular power of attorney. So I pulled it up over here for you guys. This is what they would see, right? Okay, power of attorney, 30 minutes. And again, you guys could copy this, put it into your own Calendly. I don't mind. Whatever makes the job easier for you guys. I charge $148.97 for that, and it has a quick description which says, please note, all traveling notary appointments must be booked at least 4 hours in advance. That way it gives me and Bree enough time to find a notary, if we don't have a notary already, to service them. A U.S. notary agent will call to confirm your appointment. So we'll call them as soon as we see payment goes through. If payment doesn't go through, we're not worried about it. We're on to the next one. All parties must have 1, a valid state ID, driver's license, or passport. 2, document cannot be signed or initialed beforehand. 3, all parties must be of sound mind and coherent, right? So all of this is just like little disclaimers that we have on there. Additional set of documents that need notarized is an extra $47 charge per set. Thank you for choosing U.S. Notary Agency to serve you. Put a little heart emoji there. U.S. Notary Agency, blah, blah, blah. This is our contact information. So what the client does at that point, they're going to select a day. Let's just say they pick Friday. Now they will select a time that works best for them. Okay, they pick 11 o'clock. They're going to confirm. And then let's just say they just put in their information, right? Boom. Now, I want you guys to realize something. This is nothing more than my call script infused inside of Calendly. I repeat, this is my call script, the $250,000 call script. That's all this is. This is the call script infused inside of Calendly. And so a lot of this stuff will look familiar to you. Do all parties have valid photo IDs? They're going to hit yes. Is a third-party witness needed for this document? Yes. Do you need us to provide a third-party witness for you? If yes, there is an additional $47 charge billed separately, right? Now, if you guys remember, if they need us to provide a witness, I have one for that as well. So this link right here already has the $47 charge in it. So you're going to find out through the phone call if they need that third-party witness already, right? So you're already going to know beforehand before you even send that link out. But let's just say in this situation, they don't need a third-party witness. No. Are all parties involved coherent and sound mind? Yes. Any additional notes? This is where the client can say, go through the side door or come through the garage, or, the code to get into the building is 6457. So that's where they would put additional notes. How did you hear about U.S. Notary Agency? We always want to know where our marketing channels are effective at. Google, social media, friend or family, blah, blah, blah. So let's just say Google for this situation. Okay, and I put a brief disclaimer on here. Please note, all appointments must be made 3 hours. I need to change that, it was 4 hours. 4 hours in advance. Disclaimer, U.S. Notary is not a law firm or substitute for an attorney or law firm. We and our notaries are not licensed to provide and do not provide any legal advice. Please acknowledge. And then once they click that, now we're off the hook, right? And then please text a reminder to, and then this is where they will put their phone number, right? They'll put their phone number, bada bing, bada boom. That way they'll receive, Calendly will literally send them a text, say, hey, you got an appointment with U.S. Notary in the next hour, be prepared for it. So they'll send these cool little reminders to the client. And then right here is the price. Now they can't move any further until they make their payment, right? So this is where they would select PayPal to make a payment. So we're not going to go through that right now, but any questions about this so far? Any questions about this so far? Yeah, so you can type in your questions and then we'll definitely do a quick Q&A at the tail end of it. So yeah, so you could, there's, in the paid version, you can create as many as you want, which is great, right? And what's lovely about Calendly is, one, a brother created it. Shout out to that brother. Two, it will sync all of your other calendars with it. So if you have, like, take kids to take kids to soccer practice, it will, take that in consideration when it's scheduling out your appointments. It has a really, really good sophisticated AI to it. So it's dope, right? Here's the other ones that I have. En route notarizations. I haven't done these in a while. That's like if I'm already sitting in Starbucks and somebody's really close to me, I'll send them an en route notarization and then have them meet me, and then they'll get like a discounted price. So I haven't used that in a while because with COVID, you can't sit in Starbucks. Okay, so let's create an account, right? What that would look like. I think I have to log out first. gonna use a email that I don't think I've used before. Let's try this. Yeah, so we're going to create like just a fictitious account here. Password. $. Okay, continue. Before continue, we need to verify email, so you got to go to the email. So yeah, so they're going to send you an email for you to confirm, and it'll look just like that. So boom, confirm my email. It should reroute me back to Calendly, and then I'll put the password that I just put in, and it should let me log in now. Okay. All right, so this is the link that it gave me, just an automatic link. I think you could change that later as well. So let's continue. You'll hit continue button. Now, as I was saying, that it will sync all of your calendars, whether it's a Google Calendar, Office 365, Outlook, whatever you have, it will sync all of those. Continue without calendar sync. Okay, and then it's going to ask you what your available hours are. So put whatever hours that you're available to work, right? So I'm going to put 9 to, let's just say 9. And we're working Saturdays and Sundays too. Continue. Interview scheduling, customer success, sales marketing. This stuff, it really don't matter. So I'm just going to click interview scheduling. Okay, so it already gives you the options. It's not letting me go until I connect the calendar. Okay, cool. No problem. Let's go. All right, cool. So we go back home, and it already gives us the options of 15-minute consultations, 30-minute meetings, and then 60-minute meetings, okay? So I usually go with the 30 minutes because a lot of the notarizations don't even take that long. So I would hit edit, right? And then you will go to this first little tab right here. What event is this? 30-minute meeting, and then you could put something like traveling notary service, right? Location, in-person meeting. What is it asking? Into location. I guess this is asking whatever. Well, no, let's not do that because they switched that around. Let's see. I'll do Illinois. See if that works. Okay. The description basically would be what I already had on there, right? Yeah, so this is the description. Let's just say we just copied and paste that. And again, you guys do the same thing. Go to my site, copy and paste it, just change the name, right? Take off US Notary Agency and just put your own company name and your phone numbers on there. Boom. Now you want to select the color. Just so you know which ones you're sending out. You don't want to send out the wrong one, right? So we'll just send out the blue one, save and close, boom, that's done. When can people book this appointment, right? So can they book it? So this is asking, can they book it 60 days in advance, right? No, hell no. Business days, at least 5 days in advance. Let's just say something like that. I think that's fair enough. They should know. Use an existing schedule or set custom hours. If you wanted to set custom hours, you could do that here. You can add more hours if you want. If you're, if you want to shorten your hours, say like Friday, you're only going to work till 5 o'clock on Fridays, you could do that. You can even discard them, or you can duplicate the hours as you see fit. So that's customizable. All right. Then you go to duration. Again, we already selected 30 minutes. Buffers. Now, buffers would be how much time in between you want to be able to schedule another appointment. So if you figure you have travel time, leaving the client's house, you might want to put something like, an hour between appointments or 2 hours between appointments. So nobody can book, like if somebody booked in 11 o'clock and you put a 1 hour buffer, that means they will not be able to schedule another appointment until 2:30, because you already blocked out that time from 1 to 1:30. So it's going to give you a buffer time of an hour. So the next appointment that will be available to your next potential customer will be 2:30 p.m. Make sense? Okay. And then now you can go into some of these advanced things here. We could take a look at that. Start time increments, invite, can't schedule. Yeah, see, it already has the 4 hours on there, so we don't have to touch anything with that. Time zone display. I'm on Central Time, so I do want them to know that everything is in Central Time. We do have people like they will book appointments and they're on Eastern Time, but once they understand that, hey, you're booking on our designated time, not yours. So that helped out a lot, because some people will book 11 o'clock and 11 o'clock is 10 o'clock here. So that helps out. Invitee questions. This is where you can add questions, right? So these are the questions that we had, right? Do all parties have valid photo IDs? That's where you would be putting this stuff. You would add question and you would say, do all parties have a valid photo ID? right? And this is required. And then we're going to have them do a radio buttons. So that gives us the 2 buttons, right? And the one button would say yes, and the other button will say no. Okay? And then we would apply that. We could trash that right there and then hit apply. Okay? So boom. You see how that comes up? And then same thing with the rest of them, right? Radio button, radio button, radio button, radio button. Now this one has a radio button and a small text box. So the way you would do that is, let's edit this. Okay, so this might be for the pro version because it doesn't look like it's allowing me to change this into a text box. Or, okay, let's do that. Include another option. Okay, that's it right there. Let's see if that works. Boom, there you go. Right there. So now you have radio buttons plus the text box so they can actually type in whatever concerns or problems that they might be having with that. Okay, let's see what else. This one is a multiple line box. So if we wanted to change that, we would change that to multiple lines. That gives you the big box. Boom. Got it? The next one would be, we already went over this. This one's the radio and text box. And then this one is the acknowledgement one. So basically, we do something like this. And this is basically another radio button, right? But it's required for them to do. So we would do something like this. Paste, right? And then select this checkbox. And then put yes, right? Remove these boxes, remove that, and hit apply. Boom. Now, of course, you could go over these. The video is going to be archived, so you'll be able to look over this video and go over it as much as you want just to get a hang of it. I've been doing it for a while, so it kind of comes a little bit easier for me. But yeah, review the video and do it how you see fit, how it showcases your brand, right? And we'll hit save. Workflows, I don't use workflows. Invitee questions, yeah, that's cool. Notifications and cancellations, I do some of them. I do use some of them, like the email confirmations, right? They'll just send them an email and say, hey, just want to confirm your time and date. That's a cool feature. I use that. Email cancellations, not really. Email reminders, definitely I use that. Email follow-up. Now the email follow-up, I do something unique with that. What I do is I send them a survey link. Say, it was a pleasure serving you and your family. If you wouldn't mind leaving a review on either like Google or something like that. That way I don't have to chase them. Calendly is already doing all of the work. So it takes a little bit of some time, and not that much time, but once you have this machine going, it runs itself. And the whole point with this business is to make more money, but work less. That makes sense? So we want to be able to work less and make more money. And Calendly will allow you to do that. So just imagine this. I'm gonna walk you through it. Customer calls, says, I need a power of attorney. Great. I get the preliminary questions from the call script out of the way. Once I tell the customer the price and they say, okay, let's book the appointment, I tell them, great. Can you receive a text to this phone number? Yes, I can. Great. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to send you a link which will give you access to our calendar so you can select the date and time that works best for you and your family. And then there's a payment gateway at the tail end of it, which will allow you to make payment. If you have any questions, you can feel free to give me a call back. Great. Okay, send it. Once I send that link over, my job is done. Calendly's taking care of the rest. So now they're going to give me their address, their phone number, their email, so I could remarket to them and let them know, hey, we're having a special here, 10% off, Veterans Day special, whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever promotion I feel like running. I have all of their information, plus they made a payment. Now, when they make the payment, now I know they're committed. And I'm not just sending a notary out there to no man's land. When they drop the money, that's when you know that that person is serious. Otherwise, they're kicking tires. Make sense? Okay, so text reminders, absolutely, because everybody has their phone on them. Now you can personalize the text, right? You could say reminder, event name, blah, 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 but it already sets it up for you, right? I wouldn't even touch it. I'll just leave it the way it is. But yeah, text reminder, everybody always has their cell phone on them. Perfect thing. Timing, 24 hours before. You could do it 24 hours before. You could do 1 hour before. It's up to you. It's up to you. And you can do multiple reminders if you want. So, I mean, I want to show you guys this because this is a gem. This is what we had at when we had Tech Amaku. He is the one that showed me how to fully integrate it with my payment gateway. So when a person calls, sometimes I don't even have to talk to them because my phone automated system would immediately send them a text depending on which button that they press. So if they said, hey, I'm looking for a power of attorney, and they press 1 for power of attorney, my automated system will say, is it okay if I send you a text? And my phone system will send the client a text. And a lot of times I don't even talk to the client and the payment goes through. Make sense? But we're starting to get away from that automated part because we want to talk to the clients. Because whenever you are automating things that way, it becomes very hard for you to upsell and increase your transaction because it's all roboticized. That makes sense? So if me or Bree is talking to someone, we can actually turn that $148 sale into a $300 sale. And I'll give you an example. We just did I'm looking at my board here, a $319 sale for a client. They initially called to get a trust. They initially called to get a will. They did not have the proper paperwork. So therefore, if it was the automated system, I probably would have lost the sale. So I said, hey, you do understand that the will doesn't take effect until the person makes their transition. Have you gotten your power of attorney done yet? And from that point, we were able to take the will deal and convert it into a power of attorney and a will. And then that became a $300 sale. So we doubled the sale just by being on the phone with the person. There's nothing like a human conversation. There's nothing like it. Anytime you can do that, I would recommend it. Let's see here. And that is confirmation page. Save and close. Confirmation page. So you could do something like this, a confirmation page, saying that your order has been processed. Display a button to schedule another event. You could do that. I haven't done anything like that yet. I did add a custom link, so it actually takes them back to the U.S. Notary Agency thank you page. But you don't have to do that. That's not necessary. And then collect payments. And again, as you can see, like, you have to get their paid version for that. I agree. Also, these sensitive documents, they like to talk to someone. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you want to hear something, Danielle? This lady at her office, there were 2 people that were already notaries there, but she did not want her coworkers in her business. So that's why she called us, because we were a completely different party, bias. We weren't going to go back to work and talk about them and they're like, oh, I went in their house, and you know what I mean? People like that type of privacy. So it worked out really well. And then on top of that, they gave me a $50 tip, right? So it actually became a $369 notarization. And the notarization literally took only 30 minutes. So, it's a great feeling to be able to help people and help their families, and they love you for it. One of the greatest reasons why I attacked the power of attorney side of business, one is because it was the niche in my market. It was a hot niche in Illinois. But secondly, think about it. Families hang around other families, right? So while I was doing the power of attorney for this family, they brung a third-party witness who was their neighbor. After their neighbor saw what we were doing, they was like, oh my God, me and my husband need to get this done. Guess what happens? Now I got another sale just off of that. So I wind up giving her a business card, and she's supposed to call me this week to schedule a power of attorney for her and her husband. Those are 2 separate power of attorneys again. And then think about it again. What if she brings a witness of her own? That witness is going to see it happening and say, oh my God, I need to get a power of attorney. It's just a snowball effect. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going, and it goes and it goes and it goes and it goes, almost to the point where you don't even need to really look for new business that aggressively anymore, because you're getting so many referrals. Make sense? Cool. Any questions about setting up the Calendly? Pretty straightforward, right? It kind of walks you through it. And it also has the help section over here. But yeah, set up the Calendly. Use the free version if you want. If like you're busy and you have a full-time job, this works even better, right? Because you can set up your Calendly to start at 5 p.m. Like you get off at work at 4 o'clock, this Calendly kicks in at 5 o'clock. So everybody has to schedule their appointments from 5 to 9 a.m. That way you're not losing out on any money. You're making money at the job and you're making money as the notary. Boom. It's like a double bubble, right? Same thing for the weekends. It explains everything. You don't have to keep regurgitating the same thing over and over again. The Calendly will explain everything to them because you took the time out to set it up correctly. Now that it's set up correctly, you just send the link over and let it do what it do, baby. Cool. So that is that. So the next, let's see, the next one. Stop share. Okay. So the autoresponder, right? Again, you could go to MailChimp, and you can only do the autoresponder with Calendly if you got the pro version. And it walks you through that part. I don't have time to really go into that. I might do it on the next video, add a couple of bonus videos or something to it. But you're automatically going to get the email anyway. Once they book the appointment, you're automatically going to get the email. If you want to go the least expensive way, create a Google Sheets and start storing people's email like that, because you will need that email in the future. That is the future. Do not depend on social media to bring you business. Social media at this point is designed for business people to make money. Social media doesn't care about its users. Social media wants to make money. And the way they make money is they show ads. Think about it. If you never purchased an ad on Facebook before, and you know Facebook is a huge company, how would Facebook keep their doors open if everything was free, right? So it is so important that you follow the money. I like to call it follow the yellow brick road, as they say in The Wizard of Oz. Once you follow the money, you understand what the method to the madness is. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of these guys make money off of advertising. They sell to companies like us. They say, hey, look, we have all of this attention. We have 7.1 billion users on Facebook. We captured their attention. Advertise with us so you can make some money for your business. There was an old saying that a guy told me. This was around MySpace time. He said, so there's only two types of people on social media. And don't take this the wrong way when I say it. He said there's two types of people on social media: business people and losers. And I didn't understand it at first when he said it to me. I was like, business people and losers. He was like, because social media will find a way, any way, to gain your attention. Whatever they have to do, whether it's a messenger that goes bing, right, and lets you know that you've been alerted and you have a message, and a lot of time the message ain't worth shit. Two, it'll send you another message, say, somebody tagged you in a photo, ain't worth shit, right? Or they'll say something like, if you have Facebook on your phone, it'll show a bright red number that like you have notifications waiting on you. This is all psychographics. Their whole thing is to get your attention, to bring you back on their platform. So when you get back to the platform, an advertiser like myself can show you my ad. And when I show you my ad, maybe it will trigger something in you to want to purchase my product. Once you click on it, Facebook gets a piece of that portion, gets a piece of that, you know, they call it a click, cost per click, CPC. It costs you money every time someone clicks on that ad. So that's how Facebook makes their money. That's how Instagram makes their money. That's how Google makes their monies, and all these other platforms. So I hope this helps out. I will have this video uploaded for you guys within 24 hours. If there's anything else you guys want to cover real quick, let's do that now. So the next The next cash flow revamp, we're going to cover how to earn more money and work less as a notary. So that's going to be a real good one. Also, on the 25th of this month, we're going to have Donnie Bryant in the Notary War Room. You definitely want to be there for that, because he's going to show you how to close deals with print. Absolutely mind-blowing. When nobody ever told me about copywriting before, nobody ever told me about sales copy. I wish they did. Now I know about it. I want to expose you guys to it, because that's the future. Being able to close multiple deals. Think about it. When you're receiving an email, right? You receive an email from a company or a person, and that person tells you, hey, I'm running a special, or they give you this really, really good story, and then at the tail end of that story, it pushes their product. Or you might be reading something and you really feel like they're talking to you. Like, oh my God, they're talking to me. That's what's going on in my life right now. No, they're not talking to you. They're literally talking to a bunch of people at the same time. But because they took the time out to understand you, is your boss pissing you off? This is sales copy now. Is this boss pissing you off? Do you feel unappreciated at work? Yeah, well, I was in that same situation too. And let me tell you what I did to get out of it. Sales copy is everywhere. It's in commercials, it's in emails, it's in advertising for cereal boxes. It's everywhere. So I can't wait for that show. I'm going to learn a lot. I'm going to have my note and pad ready for that. So you definitely want to be on there. If there isn't anything else, I am going to be signing off and upload this video. Bree, if you could work on the worksheet for us, and we'll have it by tomorrow, and then have everything ready for everybody. But other than that, peace, love, and happiness and cash flow to you guys. Danielle, Bree will be reaching out to you to set up our private coaching calls. So peace, love, and happiness again to all you guys.
Due to the massive impact social media and technology are having on the notary industry, the rise of the smart notary is in full effect. Are you prepared for the inevitable changes, or will you become obsolete? Nationwide notary agency owner Tiger Toledo shows you exactly how to leverage opportunities that currently exist. Through real-life examples, personal stories, insight, and examples, Tiger shares how he took his small one-man traveling notary service to a nationwide success using the same technology available to you. Rise of the Smart Notary will teach you how to take advantage of today's opportunities. Provide strategies and tips for using social media. Breakdown of the traditional way versus the new way of doing business. How you can exploit the opportunities that exist today. Tiger will also teach you how to work smarter, not harder. Explain top mistakes notaries make with their business. Provide immediate steps you can take towards success. Grab your copy today. It will change your life.